Well, hello. Welcome to my computer. I'm going to try something a little different. Been getting a lot of questions about the old leprechaun here. Doing mirrors in general, I guess. And a lot of the questions I've been seeing are not really mirror related. They're more just general laser. Everybody's trying to, I guess, throw all their eggs in one basket and pray for a souffle, but all you end up with is a basket full of goo. Lasers and this stuff, I'm gonna try and break it down, make it as easy as I can. If you're here looking for just want the numbers and run, this ain't gonna be the video for you. And if you're one of them techie gurus digitizing and doing up, this ain't gonna be for you either. This is for the people that are new to lasers or just want to get stuff done and get in, get out, get their stuff done. I'm going to try and break it down and give you something that you can associate it with that will make it a little bit easier. The easiest way to put this or put it put it in a way that everybody can understand is let's go backwards. Let's go back to something you've all worked with, and you just go back to your paint program or your Word or whatever you usually work in, and you're going to print something. What do you usually do? You got your work area, you create your document, you create your picture, you create whatever it is you're going to print. You create it, you get it the way you want it, then you hit print. The little print window jumps up. Depending on your printer, you can add frames, you can add effects, you can put 4 on a page, you can put 16 on a page. You can do all kinds of stuff in that little print window. You can do everything but edit that document or that picture, whatever you're trying to print. You can't edit it. You probably could, but you would drive yourself completely batshit crazy. You end up going back to your program. You need to move something that didn't fit right or whatever. Rather than trying to fix it in there, you go back to your program and you move that piece. You do what you need to. You hit print again and then go up into your options. This is no different. By all rights, you would understand the XCS and LightBurn. You would understand them better if they popped up in one of them windows. They are nothing but really a glorified print driver. XCS is probably the best example. You want to do your work in something else, and when you're ready to run your laser, when you're ready to print it, when you're ready to engrave it, then you load it into XCS and send it to the laser. It does great for that. You've got functions, you can make arrays, you can do things, but trying to edit something in XCS, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It can be done. People do it. It's cumbersome. If you're going to get serious about this, get serious and working and get yourself a vector program. There's plenty of free ones. I want to show you mine, but I'm not even going to tell you what it is because it's a little more advanced, and I don't want you thinking that that's what you have to have and you're going to spend money that you don't need to. I do this all the time, so yeah, this is my vector program, and I want to show you the difference real quick. Turn the lights off here. This is looking at basically an X-ray. This over here is the original PNG or bitmap file, and this here is the traced vector drawing. I made a box. That box is the same size as my tile, or my mirror. And then I worked everything to fit my mirror. So when I go in that frame, I should be able to line up right. I know my graphics going to fit right. I know everything's going to fit right. But this is the difference between bitmaps and vectors. Let me zoom in on. Bitmaps are made up of a bunch of dots. And there's nothing for the laser to follow as far as for cutting lines and things like that. Now this over here, each one of these pieces is a piece all by itself. Let me turn the light back on here. And we'll undo him, put him back. That's just the cover. Each piece is a piece you have to create or trace your bitmap, and you get these, and you get the lines, and then you get to play with the lines. The nice part is you can go in here and turn things on and off. I've gone in here and I've made a few changes to him. Cleaned him up a little bit. Took some colors out, added some colors. Now when it comes to doing mirrors, and for glass on the fly and for mirrors, I like using bitmaps. I worked in the vector here so I could get it set up. I could have used this one just fine. But I wanted borders, I'm hoping that when this prints, let me turn that black for you. I'm hoping that's exactly what it looks like on there. I'm not going to print that just yet because when we get over into LightBurn, I might have to make some more changes. So we'll just leave it alone. Trying to center this thing up is fun. And there we go. But yeah, get yourself a vector program, create your stuff in another program, and then bring it in. What I want to do here is, I've got my square. I'm going to make it transparent. I'm going to export this as a PNG file. Whoops. I better turn my letters back on. Let's cancel. Let's go in here and hit undo. Get back to here. Oops. Turn him clear. Grab it all. Export. And my mirror is 4.5 inches by 4.5. So that's perfect. There it goes. Now we'll go ahead and delete that one, and we'll import another one. Since we just saved it. There's my engraver. And there he is. In LightBurn and in XCS, it automatically comes in grayscale. So I like working in colors. That's why I like working in my other paint program. Now, I added these borders. I've done some work to it. Let me move him off to the side. And let's import the original here. That is the original image. You don't have any special borders, don't have any of the stuff. We could burn that just the way that is, and it would be fine. It has to be prepped for burn first. You can't just burn it the way it is. Sorry. But I think where people were getting confused is when we started adding in the vector and started talking that. Forget about this one. Just forget about it. Let's pretend like I just started with that. You downloaded that off the internet. And you want to burn it to a mirror. But you want to add a border or you want to do some things to it first. You just select it. Go to Tools. And Trace. Now in here, you can play around and decide how much detail, if you want detail or just want to. Go with just outlines, kind of like that. We got a nice outline. That's all I'm worried about. Whoop, we're missing over here. A little fuzzy there, but we'll get over that. But we have an outline all the way around the outside. We're just going to say OK. And we're going to go up here and turn the image off. Right click, ungroup. We don't want that box anymore. We don't need that stuff. Now here's another little trick for you. In LightBurn, if you select from the left, either up or down, you only have to cross one line of an object to select it, up or down. If you come from the left, that don't work. You have to select the whole thing. The only problem is we got all these little things selected too. We don't want those. We just want that right there. And we want this one. We want that one. I want that one. That one. Let's go ahead and take that one. I don't think anybody else matters. I'm just going to go ahead and click them to another layer, just to get them away from everybody else. Let's turn that other layer off. There you go. There's an outline. Now, select that outline. You can go back up to Tools, and you're going to offset shapes. And here you can, go as big or as small as you want. Okay. Fill that. That didn't quite work. So, the reason it didn't work is undo, 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 undo. Come back here and grab them all. Select everything. And go over here and join it all. Now when you hit fill, you should have all the holes. Now we'll go up here and offset. There it is. Okay. And there it is. You just put a border around him that fast. The only problem is you can burn both those. You don't want none of that. It's going to take twice. It'll burn the bitmap once. It'll go through and it'll burn this. Then it's going to come back and burn this as another layer. So you got to wait for it twice. Whereas with it all together in the one bitmap, it does it all at one time. You get your shading. You get a lot better colors in the glass and in mirrors using bitmaps, where you've got shading, things that change. When you get the vector over here, when you're using the layers and you're using these objects, it's solid. It's all hard. You'll have to set your whatever your burn rate is. This will burn at a different rate than this. So you've got two different things to worry about. Whereas this, I know what my numbers are for those. I just throw some numbers at it and let it go and it'll come out perfect. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Bring him back in here. Let's go ahead and get him ready to go out to the engraver. We know we need the mirroring, but we don't want to do that just yet. I got reason for that. What you want to do is grab him. You can go up here to Tools and Adjust Image, or you can hit Alt-I. Let's magnify in on him a little bit. You're going to have to add some kind of dither for solid fill stuff. I like Atkinson. If it's a logo with just a hard lines, everything's all one color, Atkinson does great. Stuckied, I like it for when you've got gradients and you've got things going on like this. That stuff should be fine. I have a little gimmick here. I like putting a radius of 4, and then I was running this up about 440, 420, but it was starting to line up. If you watch the dots in there, you can watch the dot patterns change as you roll on this. People say you don't need that dither. To me, it helps with the engraving effect. You're not going to get a picture that looks like this. You're going to get what looks like etched glass with that bubbly glass look, the way it's supposed to look, the way a glass etching should look. That's just thing. You can turn this all off. Come on back down here. You can actually turn that to grayscale and run that just like that. Even that's got a little focus there. Focusing up here a little bit. Look how sharp you got there. That there would be nice if I was using grayscale. Let me go back to my stucky. I'm gonna try it. Now that we've got that part done, the reason we didn't flip it before is, let me go ahead and flip it. Let's go back up here to Tools. Let's go adjust the image. Now it's backward. That's easier for me. It's easier for me. Let's go adjust image. If they're both the same directions. Now let me double check, make sure it's set. Yep, it's still there where it's stucky. The only thing we didn't do is we need to negative the image. Now what did that do? That looks like this is going to be too dark. Yeah, it might be. Let's back this off here and see what happens. Child contrast. There we go. Just something put a little bit of difference in it. This is gonna, the black is gonna burn white. That's one of the, the fun parts about mirror. Whatever you're looking at black on here is gonna be white. Whatever's white is gonna be the mirror. Now that white is gonna be white. This black is going to be the mirror. That's going to be the mirror. That'll be the mirror. This black stripe will be the mirror. Because it's reversed. Oh, I wish I could reverse it on here. That's all I. This black is going to be white. Just like gray is going to be. It will do its thing. This black is going to be hard white engraving, which will give you them hard white letters. This black is going to give you that hard white. This will be kind of tan because it's going to put some engraving in it, not as much. But you have to negative the image. Now you need to put a post-it note or something on your screen that you click that. You will forget, and then you'll go to do another project. It ain't going to hit worth a dime. You're going to be all over the place to find out that's still selected. Now I do them at this is the 20 watt, so 80 speed, 80 45. That's kind of weird. 80 45. Turn the minimum down. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it down to 0. I want my feathered edges to come all the way off. So I'll click on this. I need my scan angle to be 180. I'll change this to 300 dpi. I'll leave that alone. Stuck 80 45. Alright. We've got it set up every which way except for I need to reverse that. But we've got the image editor set. Now here's another little trick for you. We are on my graphics computer doing this video. I do not have LightBurn. on this computer. This is a little program called TypeVNC. There's a link to it on my website. The computer that this is running on is hooked to is hooked to my Pro, but I can run it from here. I'm 20 some feet away. Now, if it was all set up and ready to go, I could do that. But it's nice I can watch it. And that's yeah. I guess this is a good time as any to take my butt on over here to the Pro. That TypeVNC is a remote desktop app, and they've even got a phone app. You could run your computer from anywhere. That is the computer and monitor that I'm running from over there. Anything I can do on this computer sitting right here, I can do at my desk over there. I love it. I have it on, I've got a D1 set up across the room, and I've got the Pro. I've got computers with each of them. They've each got licensed LightBurns, and then I run the LightBurns from my PC over there, which doesn't have LightBurn on it. It actually works out pretty good. I set everything up at my desk, and then I just come over here, put the pieces in place, and hit start. Pretty much everything's already done. But that's a great app for if you're on a road or something. You can be playing in your computer at home while you're out on the road. It's pretty neat. Well, all we got left now is to hit start and get this mirror set up. There's nothing to it. And you need to, I can pick it up. Is you're going to be burning the backside. That's why we flip. That's why you mirror the image before you send it off, before you get ready to print. If you didn't mirror the image, when it would go ahead, it would engrave this, but when you turn this over, it would be backwards. So you mirror the image. Now, personally, I don't like my mirrors right on the honeycomb. These are tongue depressors, and if you ain't using tongue depressors, you're missing the boat. Craft sticks, tongue depressors, whatever you want to call them. You get a big old box of them for $12. And the ones I got are actually pretty straight and stay straight. I was worried about that. But I'll show you another video of a little fixture I made. Well, it was actually on the website for a while. A fixture I made of 6. You can put 6 of these in the fixture at one time, and you could burn you a ton of earrings or whatever you want to do out of the craft sticks. And then just pop them out, put 6 new ones in, and go. That's it. It's straight. It's up. The only thing I didn't do is set my height, and it should pretty much be right there, because that's what we did before. And the little SVG file for those is on the website. I cut you a few of those. you'll love yourself. That's all the setup there is for the mirror. Let me go that out of the way and go back up to the screen. And everything should be set. We're at 8045, minimum 0. We're got the 300 DPI. It's mirrored. It's flipped side to side. We're focused. The laser's focused. I do like to run air. That's why when you saw when I was setting it up, I went and set the scan angle to 180. Because this on the Pro, it will normally start in the front and work its way to the back. So if you turn the scan angle to 180, it starts in the back, works its way forward. I have got the Viper Air, the original Viper Air, that has got the tips pointing to the front. So I want it to clean out in front. I want it to leave a clean surface behind. I don't want to be blowing my trash on top of my finished cut. And this does a perfect job of it. Well, all we got left to do is hit start. And I got to turn some fans and stuff on. So we'll see you in a little bit. Turn the air on. Find the start button. I missed the top by about 1/8 of an inch. That's why. Turn that noisy thing off. Turn that noisy thing off. All I use is magic eraser. That's some glue. Something is on it. Yeah. Treat these magic erasers like the old chuck erasers you used on a chalkboard. Fat them out every once in a while. You can actually run them on your honeycomb. Clean the eraser out every once in a while. Maybe. particles in it. Pat it out every once in a while. I don't do that often. That's it. I'm done to print. Taking this one off of here. I haven't seen that one. Oh. I gotta get that framed. Let's see, I'm gonna take the photo off. Take the glass off the photo. Maybe. That's nice. Put that etched glass on top of it. It kind of makes it come alive. The camera doesn't do it any justice. It's unreal. This is just a regular piece of paper. That was a regular piece of paper too, the laser even. It wasn't even inked yet. Okay. Put that in an LED frame. We'll just put some kind of light. That's a pretty hard light there. It's pretty dark in here. Get that light on. That's just a little LED light over the top of my table. It would actually look nice just framed the way it is. It would stand out on its own. That's all it takes. Got any questions? I'll have more videos coming. Feel free to contact me anytime. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.